Welcome to Through the Valley of the Sphinx. I think this is session 4 that we have done. And this is an adventure by Jacob Fleming, originally written for Old School Essentials, and I have adopted it to Dragonbane. It adopts quite easily. Any of the old school games, Dungeon Crawl Classics, the old first edition D&D adventures, they all adapt pretty easily. And so I've done the same thing here. I've made a few changes, and it's very much a sandbox. And so let's kind of go over where we have gone and what we have done. So it all starts in the Hularor Valley. I'm going to pull up a map for us all. Here in the Hularor Valley is where we start on the left-hand side, the eastern border, and we arrived at a place called Fort Davelmag. And Fort Davelmag is the lone stop before you go through the Hularor Valley, the last place for provisions and any help that you might need. The valley, we've heard a few rumors of this valley when we arrived, of the Hularor Canyon. We had heard that it was a relatively dangerous place, but that there were things for everyone. There was something anyone might be able to find, might be able to make a fortune there. We had heard that Fort Davelmag is a military outpost and the only settlement for miles on either side of the canyon. We'd heard that there are hidden ruins within the canyon and more treasure in them than any adventurer could ever hope to carry out. That wealthy merchant caravans travel through the canyon, and they're often looking to hire guides to escort them through this treacherous, desolate terrain. We had heard rumors that half-men, half-scorpion monstrosities inhabit the canyon lands, although we have yet to see any of those. It is also said that an ancient cult settled the canyon so long ago, and that it is still active, and we have seen some cultists. And that there are multiple paths to take through the canyon, but that the safest path is to stick to the river, which we have not done. We've taken the roads. And when we arrived in Fort Davelmag, we saw that it was the scene of some tumult. Many caravans were there. No one was progressing through the canyon because of some events that had transpired. Specifically, a few nights before we arrived, one of the merchants within Sundu Zara, who was the caravan merchant lord, one of the merchants within her caravan was found murdered at the hands of one of the militia at the fort. The killing was unprovoked and the scene of a brutal mess. And later that guardsman said he wasn't in control of himself, that he was asleep under some manner of magic spell. And many would vouch for the man's character, including the captain, Captain Mossack, there at the fort. But the evidence seems to tell a different story, and the prisoner was being kept in the fort's holding cell. And since that event, tensions have been high between the militia and the merchant travelers. Sundu demands justice, and the merchant caravan is refusing to leave until the matter is resolved. Well, we heard a few rumors around the fort. One was that a wealthy merchant by the name of Ralp Donpulo is looking for his 3 sons. That a couple of nights ago, Ralp's sons ventured into the canyon in hopes of recovering antiquities from among the rumored underground temples. They left under cover of darkness and intended to return the next evening with treasure, or at least with information on a potential site. And Don Pullo now fears that his sons have become lost, and he's fruitlessly begged the fort militia to send a party to find them, but they won't because they claim it's too risky at this time. We also heard that there was a water shortage at the fort, that the spring had begun to dry up. And we went after this lead first, discovering that a group of gnolls had dammed up the stream, and we battled them, a fierce combat, and broke the dam and brought water back to the fort. We also spoke with Sundu Zara, the merchant lord. She was seeking one particular item of legend. Sundu's main goal during her passage through the canyon was to make a detour and search for the fabled Rug of Hiad. But with the threat of these strange occurrences in the fort looming, the search attempt was deemed impossible. But if we could find this, she would pay us a pretty price. Well, after we recovered the water supply to the fort, we went out adventuring. And in fact, we went to the statuary, this place up here, and there we did find the Rug of Hiad. We have not gone back to return to Fort Davelmag with the rug. It's essentially a flying carpet, but we have continued on our way. potentially searching for Don Pullo's sons, as well as to find out what happened. This murder where the militiaman was said to be had fallen asleep or something under some sort of magic spell. Well, others had talked about this as well. Travelers had claimed that they'd been robbed while cursed with sleep magic and robbed while unconscious, and that they have called the culprit the Dream Thief, saying that it attacks lone merchants or small groups making their way through the canyon, and those that have fallen prey to the Dream Thief have been marked with terrible nightmares afterwards. The dreams are visited by a laughing jackal who torments them, and many of the afflicted travelers share the same rumor. In fact, they begin to call it a manticore, a creature of the desert, although the party to which we belong, we know that manticores don't seem to have any sort of power of dominion over others or sleep magic or anything of the sort. So this could just be some sort of rumor or some means to try and explain what has been happening. Regardless, we have discovered a few things in our journeys. At the statuary, we discovered a red gemstone. In fact, I've put a red gemstone on the map next to the statuary. It was about the size of a grapefruit or so, polished red stone. We traveled down through this stone glow draw camp, and there we found a treasure map. And let me post the map. It's in our handout section, but I will post it here as well. We've not followed up on this lead. It could be that this is an old map and that treasure is long gone, or that we simply cannot decipher the mystery of where that treasure might be based on that map. We did continue down to the Temple of Forgothu, said to be the name Forgothu of an ancient Sphinx that once inhabited this valley millennia ago, in ages past. Well, we arrived at the temple, and it looked like there had been a lot of foot traffic in and out. Things had been coming and going. Perhaps the cult was based out of here. And so into the temple we went. And we did find a room that had a map carved upon the wall, and set in 3 places were gemstones. There was a red ruby set near the location of the statuary, a black onyx set near the Temple of Forgothu, and a blue sapphire set near the Salt Cauldron Tunnel. We've not explored there as of yet. But we also found a door that had 3 semicircular indentations. In fact, we tried the red stone in one of those, and it fit. If we could only find the other 2 stones, we might be in business. Well, searching through this temple, we came across several bugbears, and we fought a cruel fight against them. We were hard pressed. Well, trying to find a way out of there, we opened a door and came face to face with this stone golem with a black obsidian head. And we were nearly done for. In fact, I think 2 of us were down and dying. One had a magical mishap and turned herself into a fox, and it was only through quaffing a potion of heroism and a potion of haste that our dwarven fighter Circumference was able to destroy. Using his frost blade. That's what it was. His frost blade. He managed to crack the stone golem, and he shattered into hundreds of pieces, and his great black head hit the ground and burst open, and out rolled a black obsidian stone, just like that red one that we had found. So now we have 2 of these stones for that door, but we're missing the blue one. Well, upon seeing the stone golem crack, the bugbears fled, and we quickly went to a room for respite. And let me take us to the Temple of Forgothu. We had slept here when we hear a knock on the door, on this door right here. And opening the door, we find Tev, another wanderer of the desert who had come in here, discovering the blood stains out in the hallway, the shattered remains of the stone golem, and comes in and finds our encampment in here. And that's where we'll pick things up. So, Circumference, as you see Tev come in, what's your reaction or your response? You thought you had locked that door, but that door just opened. Oh, is Circumference there? Oh, did I lose circumference?
Ah, there
Oh,
we
there
go.
we are. There we are.
Yes, yes. Hail and well met, traveler. What brings you to this here lair of the golem?
Oh, it seems I'm not alone here. Hello.
And
Well,
describe
no.
yourself for us, Tev. What do we see when we see Tavino Marine?
Yes. Tavino, kind of a scraggly, tawny brown orange fur, yellow eyes. Seems to always kind of have a slight little smile on the side of his face. Bristling, constantly moving a little bit here and there, if not his tail, his fingers. Otherwise seems nervous in this place. But definitely does not seem to fit any description of cultists or any other dangerous thing that perhaps could be known for this temple.
Well, Kaylin, when you see Tev open the door and approach, what's your reaction?
Yeah, I think Kalen's definitely got an eyebrow raised. He would just say something like, well met, friend. It's good to know somebody who can open locked doors. Do you just go around opening all the locked doors you find in a temple? It's dangerous, you know.
Only if you get caught.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and by who catches you, because we're friends. It is good to meet you.
It is good to meet friendly faces here. Certainly the last thing I would expect.
Yes, we killed all of the unfriendly ones thus far. Our brave knight here.
Well, that's convenient. I'll make sure to share anything I find then, since you did a lot of the work, it seems.
Now
Yes. Perhaps you should join us. We are hard pressed for companions. Many of our companions are either down with sickness or have been turned into animals, so we are in need of more help.
So you have explored about half of this temple. There's still much more left to explore. You also know that you have 2 of those stones and require the 3rd. So I'll let you decide where to go. You have not been through this locked door to the north.
Convenient then, though. Meet somebody with the tools to unlock a door. At least it seemed to me.
And if you would like to pick that lock, Tavino, it would be a sleight of hand roll. Normally it's done with a bane, but because you have lock picks, it'll just be a straight roll.
Yeah.
Ooh, the lock does not yield to your skill. Do you push that roll?
Oh yeah, I'm in front of a bunch of strangers who I need to impress. Of course I will.
Crack your knuckles and try again.
Let's see. What condition makes sense?
The last one you probably want to take is dazed.
Yeah, agility be important.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll probably just do int for angry. Feel like he'd get frustrated by looking the fool in front of these people. So that's how he'll try.
The door yields, and I'll let you open that. You can click on that door and it should open for you.
Perfect. So I feel like it's one of those moments to where he's like picking it confidently and like it just isn't working, and he just kind of has this frustrated grin as he looks at everyone and looks back and just kind of doubles down on it,
Nice.
fidgeting with it frantically before it finally opens. Or unlocks, I should say. I feel like he'd like pause for a moment and be like, "Are we ready?"
Well done. Assuming that it is unlocked, yes?
Yeah,
Yes, he nods.
pushes
Well,
the door
good man.
open. You see a hallway before you, wide and long. Now up here to the left, it branches off. You can see stairs that lead up. And the hallway continues to the north. Circumference, you don't seem to notice any sorts of traps or pressure plates or tripwires.
Yes, I'm confident it's quite safe. Well, we seem to be at a crossroads. Do we wish to delve deeper, or shall we explore this level first?
That's a good question. There's a lot we've not explored down here, I believe.
Deeper is usually more dangerous.
That's been the case so far, certainly.
Yes, but usually more dangerous means that there's better loot.
This is true.
Now here the passage turns to the right and you see a set of locked doors. Now these doors, you can see from here that they are covered in frost, and they seem to glow with a faint blue radiance.
It seems like these are some kind of enchanted doors, or, well, I'm no mage, but something of the sort.
And our mage is now a fox. She'll be of no help.
A concerning condition for a door.
It does look to be locked.
Alright, Caleb will bite. He will just touch the knob of the door. It's,
Are you attempting to open it?
I think he just gives it a little wiggle. Like, he knows it's locked, but he's more trying to see what's going on with this door. If it's gonna just explode or something.
Okay. Here's what it says in the book. So this is a trapped door. This door is magically sealed with a spell that will inflict 2d6 spell damage if someone attempts to open it by certain means, and that's the means that you just attempted.
I wiggle the knob, so yeah, that is trying to open the door.
You are going to be blasted, and armor does not protect you from this. For only 2 damage. As you get a jolt of electricity, and you look at your hand, and your skin is blistered as though from extreme cold.
Yeah, Kalen just shakes his hand. I knew something like that would happen. Thankfully, it was not so bad. And he'll just. Is the door still glowing? I guess.
Yep,
the question.
Still glowing.
Right. Well, I don't think that got rid of it, unfortunately. So I suppose we just have to turn back, unless somebody has dispel, which nobody does.
Nope.
So.
Now,
Well,
if you
perhaps,
want to, if you want to try to pick it, you can, but you will take some damage. But if our thief wanted to attempt to pick it, the trap would go off again. But you think there's no reason why you couldn't open that lock?
Hard to open a lock when you're being shocked, I imagine.
Yeah, I'd probably give you a Bane on the roll.
Yeah, Tavino definitely does not like the idea of being shocked nor frozen.
Yes, it just seems like a bad idea. I wouldn't.
Tavino
recommend.
seems hesitant. Could be encouraged, but currently seems hesitant to mess with it right now.
Now, Kalen and Circumference, you have found something in your travels that was cold. Do you recall what it was? It was very cold. It was in the statuary. You can give me an intelligence roll and I can remind you.
We try. Yeah, Caitlin's not quite that smart, and it fits because I have no idea what that you're talking about.
Oh, Circumference. Oh, both of you. You immediately look at each other and say, that gate. There was that gate you found in the statuary, that black ring of stones that was covered in frost, and that room was so cold you felt your water skins beginning to freeze. And you felt yourself as though being pulled through that gate until you backed away. And it was the amulet that you had found on one of those cultists that you think would allow you to trigger that gate. And so perhaps one of those gates lies beyond that door.
Well, if that is the case, it's likely not something we want to open. Then perhaps it's best that this door stays sealed.
Yes, I think I do agree. Yeah, it wasn't nice over there, and I believe is it Orla has the amulet? I don't think I do.
Yeah, I think Orla
yes.
might have had it.
Something you've encountered before?
Sort of. We encountered a portal that had similar properties. Though we did not enter it, we could tell that it likely led somewhere we did not wish to be.
Concerning.
Perhaps here is where it led. That would be most curious. And yes, we would have been trapped down here with golems after a long fight, so that would have been terrible.
Yeah, in fact, I think I discouraged you guys from using that gate. Circumference. As you round the corner, you come face to face with an old foe, the bugbears. The ones that fled. It seems that they have come back for more. And I'm going to drag us into initiative. You see at least 2 of them there. If you guys want to draw an initiative card, you go to the 2 crossed swords on the right-hand toolbar and click on the hand of cards. There we go. Oh, and the bugbears got the drop on you. They will go first. This one here he's going to charge. Hang on. He's going to charge circumference and lay into you with his battle axe. In fact, he's going to try to topple you with his battle axe. And he fails. Your legs are too stout for him. His fellow will come down, and let's see, does he... He's going to activate Berserker, so he will get a boon on his combat rolls. I'm going to roll randomly to see who he attacks, if he attacks Kalen or Circumference.
Oh no.
He goes after Kalen.
Oh, I thought that was the attack roll.
Oh, no.
Nah.
He goes after Kalen. He gets a boon on this attack, and he is just slashing down at you. And that's going to be a hit. Do you want to parry this? Fast footwork. Excellent. Go ahead and make an evade roll. Nice. You can move 1 square. This one will come in. He's going to activate Berserker as well. And he will strike at Circumference with a battle axe. Brings this down onto your left shoulder. And that's a hit. A Circumference. Do you parry? Do you evade? Do you take the blow? Defensive. Go ahead and parry. Nice. Your weapon will take 3 damage. Yeah, no worries there. Kalen, your turn. Sparks fly as the battle axe and broadsword meet.
Kalen will roar and hit him pretty hard, one hopes. Perfect. So this attack is a boon and it topples him as well. I mean, he has to roll, obviously.
Yeah,
that's how toppling works.
he has to make an evade roll, and he needs to beat a 6? And he gets a 6. Your attack gets an 11. So he will not be toppled, but you will do damage.
Indeed. Oh well. Man, this hand axe has been putting in a lot of work lately.
Yeah. So I actually made a magic hand axe that you're going to find later because you did so well with that hand axe. So it's coming. Tav, you're up. You flee.
Alrighty.
I don't know
my
these
gosh.
guys. I'm out of here.
Yeah, it's like, what is this? No, because he's like it's between him and this like cold
Oh yeah,
door.
your way's kind of blocked here.
So I think he will join into the fray, kind of make his way.
Ooh, do I sense
beyond
a backstab
Caitlin
coming?
here. Yeah, he will try. Given they're distracted, the bugbear nearest, he will attempt to kind of get in between their guard, as it were, as they're being distracted by the other two, and try to backstab.
Nice. Go ahead and click on backstab, and then when you roll with your or target the bugbear first, click on him and push T, and then when you roll with your weapon, add a boon, and then where it says additional damage, put 1d8, and then you can roll it. And it should automate all that for us.
So targeted the bugbear. What was the next thing to do?
Click on backstabbing, and it will ask if you want to spend the willpower.
Yes.
And now click on your dagger to make an attack, and then add a boon, and then add 1d8. You add a weapon die. The dagger has a d8 weapon die.
So boon extra. And then additional damage, 1d8.
Yes, and then hit roll, and it should roll with your boon, and if you hit, it should roll the extra damage die.
Let me clear that out. I typed in an additional damage number, but now it's not letting me clear it.
Uh-oh.
It's very weird.
Just hit roll. We'll see what happens. It'll let you
Okay,
roll.
we can always manually adjust it. Under additional damage, I was trying to put 1d8, but it put 18, and now I can't remove it.
Nice. Oh,
So, I know. Well, yeah.
Yeah, we'll do the math in our heads.
Oh, I think it's because I have it popped out again. Let me close it.
Oh, yeah.
Add it back in.
That's probably
so
why
used
it
to
won't let you
having-
do that. I think in
so used to
version
having it that
14
way.
of Foundry, which I have not updated to 14, I think pop-out is going to be a native feature, so it shouldn't have errors anymore.
Got you.
All of the systems I use, not all of them are updated to 14 yet, so I've held off on that.
There we go. Now it's letting me type in the D for 1d8. So that's perfect.
Ooh, the 3 is a hit.
Yeah.
Roll damage. Describe for me how this backstab goes down and how you take out this bugbear.
I feel like he'll kind of turn the corner, see that it's not the only bugbear, and in the chaos and the melee, just kind of quickly, like, stab it in a tender spot. And it's like, I knew I smelled bugbears.
It's always bugbears. Now you can. You still have movement left if you want to take it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have one more square. You can move forwards or backwards, or you can move back here.
Yeah, probably around the corner, around Kalen, given the fact that
Let him
he doesn't
take
like
the damage.
to be right in the face of things. And that will be Tavino's turn.
Excellent. Circumference. Do you have double slash?
No, I'm just going to slash the bugbear right next to me.
Nice. And he does have chainmail armor if you want to try to find the weak... Oh, never mind. I was going to say, find the weak spot.
Nice.
Ooh-wee. Alright, how do you take out that guy?
Yes, I wildly swing my broadsword, and it comes with a great sweep, and cuts off his head, and it tumbles to the floor, and he flops over to the ground, spurting out puddles of blood.
Now, you have movement if you want to take it. You can move 5 squares.
Yes, I will move here, so that if he wants to move away, I'll get a free attack.
Excellent. And it's his turn. He's not going to move away. He's going to, he's going to strike at you, I think. He deems you to be the biggest of the foes, and in bugbear culture, you want to take down the toughest one if you want to be the toughest one. And he misses horribly. His hands are shaking after watching you dismantle his ally. Kalen, you're up.
Nice.
You guys struggled with the bugbears last time. Now you're just mopping the floor with them.
Yeah, Kalen will turn to Tev before he runs up and say, "That was a blow well struck." Nice backstab. That was good. All right. If we hurt
Smile
this
and
thing-
nod.
No, just for the love of the game, I'll. Oh, not quite.
Do you push that?
Similarly, for the love of the game, yes. Why not?
Oh, nice. I'll let you have the willpower back if you like.
Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you.
And then trying to topple him again.
Yep. That is.
I'll give
Oh,
him his,
that should only been 2. Oh, it's because I clicked topple instead of the regular attack. So that was a 6, not a 3,
so
but same
6.
difference.
Let me give
Yep,
him
6.
his roll. He needs to beat a 6, and he does not. So he is toppled. You mark him prone. Excellent. Tev with a, and you can move as well if you like, Kaylin. Tev with a toppled foe, you're going to get a boon on your attack, as well as additional damage if you strike him while he's down.
Alright.
Should have. I see. You're supposed to use a regular attack there because it didn't do the.
Oh, so it added a boon for your weapon for toppling.
It was no. It's a regular attack that topples simultaneously.
Oh, roll your damage as well.
Yeah. D4. Okay. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no problem. So was that 10 total damage?
Yeah, 10.
Minus his chainmail. You take 6. Excellent. Tev, you're up.
Alright, Tev will close the distance. I don't know if he'd go out on backstabbing again. I know willpower is not infinite.
Right.
Oh my goodness! I feel like he'd just do regular dagger attack. Does he? Because he's toppled or whatever.
Yeah,
is that
it should auto calculate? So when you click on your dagger, it should mark that he's prone, and it'll probably add additional damage already for you. So you can just do a regular attack roll.
Excellent. So it's checked on prone. Currently, it just has 0 in the extra spot. Do I need to change that value?
It doesn't say 1d6.
Additional damage does say d6 on the bottom.
Okay, yeah, perfect. Then it should be all set.
Excellent.
Nice. A blow well struck. Ooh, that might be enough. Yes. How do you take him out while he's on the ground?
Nice. I feel like in that case, since he's prone, it's more of just like leaping right on top of him and just like right into the chest.
Nice.
With his dagger.
Kitty has claws, apparently. Circumference, the battle is over. The hall is filled with blood. Your bloodlust is up.
Yes, I will begin to see what meat I can harvest for dinner, and perhaps I will get their intestines that I might make some sausages, circumference-like sausage the traditional way, of course.
Natural casing. If you want any of their equipment, they do have chainmail, hand axes, and battle axes. I can put that into the chat.
Actually, yeah. Kalen can wear armor, theory. Oh, well, his marks can't be covered, and I think chainmail would definitely cover them, so...
We could, with a crafting roll, you could modify it. We could probably reduce the armor benefit of it, but then we could say that, maybe it's sleeveless. But it would take a crafting roll. And
why not? He's not very good, but we'll see. No, not quite. Sorry if anybody wanted this. I apologize. I may have screwed this one up.
Well, we got 2 others.
Chainmail's not exactly my fashion.
No, too noisy. Circumference, the meat is pretty badly mangled at this point. You go to take maybe the heart, some of the choicer bits in there, but you see that these bugbears are filled with worms.
Yes, the meat is mostly spoiled and it's not well marbled. I wouldn't eat this.
Does anyone, maybe our thief, do you want to do a spot hidden roll as you loot the bodies?
He will attempt, although he's not as good at it, given he's still kind of angry from earlier.
Yeah.
But he'll give it a whir. No, I mean, it rolled pretty well, even through his anger.
Let's see what you find. You find a gemstone and 10 gold coins.
All right, so even though he's kind of angry, he just kind of probably fiddles around with it, not even like looking, and just kind of feels the familiar edgings and shapes of the coins and gemstones themselves, and picks them up and does let the others know that they are in fact there. He's not pocketing them outright.
Let me see how much this gemstone is worth. It is a crystal worth 10 silver. So we've got 10 gold, so technically we have 11 gold. Since we got 3 of us, let's round it up to 12, so that's 4 gold each. If you want to put the value of that on your character sheets, on your inventory.
Wonder where they got these from.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, good find. Wealthy bugbears. You wouldn't even fathom.
Probably a traveling merchant.
Oh, that is true. They've been accosting them of late. Oh dear.
Well, we never finished looting the chambers we found them in last time. Perhaps we should double back and explore their chambers. They might have more stolen gold and other goods.
It's worth a check.
Yes, agreed. Although, in truth, I have no idea where that was.
Yeah, I think it was back the way we came.
Hello, Foxy.
And Orla's sitting there with dysentery. You go on without me.
She's really getting her inner peace up.
That door has been locked. It was open the last time you were here, Circumference, but someone has locked that door.
Oh, they've replaced it. I shattered the last one, so I'll shatter this one as well.
Give me a strength roll. Nice. The door bursts open, and you see their chamber in here. Let me grab my notes. This is the refuge room for the bugbears. They have a stash of rations here in a pile. These don't look like the kind of rations you're probably accustomed to. These are bugbear rations. These are mostly dried lizards and bits of mold and fungus and a lot of questionable looking meat. You don't know if this is human, dwarf, elf, cattle, camel, what it might be, but there's 12 of those. You also see there's a chest in this room, and the chest is locked. It's a long, slender chest. It looks like it could hold a blade.
I feel like Tev itches anytime he comes across anything locked. Guess again. So there was a chest?
Yeah, it's a chest if you want to try to open that.
Yeah, Tev is curious.
Give me a sleight of hand roll. The chest yields, and inside you find this. You find a long sword, and this long sword is of very fine craftsmanship. In fact, this long sword is unmarred. There are no nicks or any damage to the blade. It looks like this is either perhaps enchanted or is of such fine make that it is an heirloom that has been passed down, maybe as a sign of office. It definitely radiates some form of magic. Just by placing your hand near it, you feel a gentle thrumming and a heat coming off of it.
Ooh, what a fine weapon indeed.
Now this weapon, you need a 10 strength to wield it. This would count as a masterworked longsword. 10 strength to wield it, has a durability of 18. Rather than doing the standard 2d8 damage, it does 4d4. So it does more minimum damage than a normal longsword would. So between 4 and 16 instead of 2 and 16.
Yes, it is a fine blade. It seems to be of superior make.
Another stolen item of the bugbears, I wonder.
Yes, most certainly. I don't think they would have crafted this. They seem to have no forge. They must have stolen it from a merchant, I would reckon.
Would catch a fine price either way.
Yeah, you would estimate this is probably worth maybe 500 gold pieces. Who takes it?
Tev is tempted to hold on to it, but these other two are... they were kind of here first, so he's feeling out their posture first.
I know Circumference uses a sword. Does Kalen use a sword? No, your axes.
He's an axe. Yep.
Yeah. Circumference, you have the broadsword. It's not enchanted, but you do have the broadsword.
Well, here I will put my broadsword in the case. Consider that it is of superior make. I'll wield this one while we finish this dungeon.
Yeah, the broadsword that you've been using is worth over 100 gold. It's very valuable in itself.
I feel like Tavino would pass off the fine weapon, kind of holding onto it for as long as he reasonably can as he gives it to Circumference. If anything, just to hold such a fine thing.
Well, this is a most fortunate find. But the passage to the north, I know that some bugbear had escaped from there when we battled the golem, but we've not gone up that way yet.
And that door is locked.
Well, perhaps the expertise of our new friend would prove well here. I don't wish to mar this new blade.
Yes, let's not do that. The bugbear ran this way, you say?
Yes, when I entered this room, they had fled through this door in the back.
Tavino kind of starts messing with the lock. This one's tougher than the rest. Bad to say. Feel like he'd push it in this instance. Definitely doesn't want to look the fool. We'll probably go for disheartened. Nope, same result. So he is certainly disheartened as he cannot undo this lock.
This lock seems to be beyond your skills. And it's a crude looking lock, but it looks as though the bugbears have maybe damaged it on their way out, so that it cannot be picked without great expertise. Well, Circumference can bash at it with his shield, and as you bash at it, it makes a terribly loud sound. Boom! As your shield bashes up against the lock, and you hear the rending of fine metal parts inside there. Now, there's a slight echo from that booming sound, and let me have Kalen give me an awareness roll.
And then for sake of the smashing, is it fine if Tev kind of moves a square out of the way as he smashes the door?
Yeah, absolutely. Kalen, shortly after that booming echo resolves, you hear some sort of clacking or clicking, skittering sound, but it sounds large from just beyond the door. You think there's something there that has been alerted to your presence.
Oh dear. Yeah, Caitlin raises a hand and just says, there's something large on the other side of this door. It sounds like it's crawling around out there. Be warned, I'm sure it's nothing we can't handle.
Yes, does it sound like one of those scorpions we've encountered? I know there's been quite a few in these dungeons.
It sounds similar to that. Kaylin, when you open the door, you see a short hallway, and turns to the right, and as our light comes in, we come face to face with a very large beetle, and behind it are bugbears that are jabbing at it with their axes, pushing it forward as though they have brought it here to try and get rid of those defilers that came into this temple, ergo us. Let's go into combat. This is a giant scarab beetle. This may be of particular interest to Kaylin.
Yeah, I was wondering if that did count.
Yep. All right. The beetle goes first. Let me grab my tracker out of here. The giant scarab beetle emits a terrible clacking and chittering sound as it vibrates. All opponents within 10 meters, that's all three of you, must make a will roll to resist fear. Circumference is good. Kaylin is good.
There we go.
Tev is good. Excellent.
Still don't like it, though.
The bugbear is going to nudge the beetle forward and then come down here, and he's going to lash out at Circumference around the corner, swinging his axe down. That's a hit. Circumference, do you take that? Do you use defensive? Do you
yes, I take the hit.
Not bad. I think your armor blocks all of that. Yep. Circumference, you're up. Oh, no. A demon with your new sword. Perhaps it's cursed. We don't hit ourselves. I'll let you re-roll that one.
Well, if it's optional, I'd like to hit myself.
If you choose to, I will let you. Roll. The damage for your sword is 4d4 plus 1d6. Go ahead and add a 1d6 onto that for your strength bonus. Oh, sorry, without any damage bonus. It's just the 10 points. So you'll take 3 points of damage.
No, I'll take 1 point of damage.
From the sword?
Yes, I have an armor rating of 9.
Oh, you have 9. Oh, excellent. Yeah, you take 1 point of damage. I forgot you have your ring of protection. Excellent. Oh, the bugbear's turn. He will come up here. He's going to throw a hand axe at Kaylin. He's going to have a bane on this because he is tossing it past the scarab beetle.
Hey, that's my trick.
And that's a hit. Do you parry this with a shield or try to evade?
I'll try to evade. If only because I'm offended that he's throwing an axe at me. How original.
Nice. You can move 1 square if you like. And then it's your turn.
I guess I would just move back up in that case, so yeah. If this doesn't work, I'll know that it's hand axes for me. Oh my goodness. Battle axes. Damn, this is tough now. I know he has will attacks, which is scary. We're gonna go really crazy and do the one you never do.
Nice.
Oh.
Solid blow. No blood as of yet. Its hard exoskeleton seemed to block some of that damage. That bugbear will wait his turn. The giant beetle. Leg swipe. The giant beetle swipes its legs at an opponent within 4 meters. I'm going to roll to see who this is. The attack inflicts 2d6 bludgeoning and knocks the victim down. It's either Circumference or Kalen. Circumference, do you take this hit and get knocked prone?
I think I have to, don't I?
Unless you want to evade it.
I used my turn, though, didn't I?
You don't. That's right. You don't. You have defensive, not fast footwork. Thank you. You take 7. You don't take any damage, but worse, you are knocked prone. Tev, your turn.
All right. I feel like he doesn't have a lot of options at this particular moment.
Yeah, we're kind of trapped in a corner here.
He is kind of trapped in a corner here. I mean, I can attempt to throw one of his daggers, as he does have 2 daggers.
You'll get a Bane on it because you're throwing past an ally.
He's armored.
Just throw past Circumference. He's on the floor, and he's short anyway.
Yeah, because I think right now, unless he goes like the long way, that's probably about his only options. Yeah, I think he'll attempt to try to throw one of his daggers. Can't really do it with the bugbears, right? Because the line of sight, or is there enough space for them?
If you move up 1 square, you'd be able to get either of those 2 bugbears.
Okay. I feel like he'd go for that. I feel like a scarab with a shell is like obviously asking for
Yeah.
difficulty with something like that, so I feel like he'd try to go after.
So in fact, if you're throwing at the bugbear, since Circumference is prone, if it pulls up and says target obscured by token, uncheck that.
Okay. So I'll probably go for the nearest one that's closest to Circumference, just for sake of the closest threat. And then is it still knives, or is it a different skill since I'm throwing?
No, just click on your dagger, and then it will ask if it's thrown.
Perfect. Second one. Throw perfect. And then uncheck the obscured.
Yep.
Okay. And then it defaulted on throw for action.
Almost a dragon, but that's a hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
I know, right? I saw that.
It does get through his armor, and he takes a little damage. Now you've got movement still if you want to take it, Tev. You've got 5 more squares of movement.
Yeah, I feel like he'd probably back up maybe even just a couple this time, just for sake of given range, maybe around the corner, so the bugbears will have a hard time attacking him as he kind of gets an idea of what he might be able to do next.
Now, Tev, you go first in this round. Do you want to swap with Circumference so he can get up before he gets wailed on?
Yeah. I feel like that makes sense. I gave him the opening, as it were, to be able to do so by throwing my dagger at the bugbear, so that works perfect.
Yeah. Circumference, do you want to stand up?
Yes, many thanks. I will stand up and right myself like a great ship coming up in the water, and then I will slash at this bugbear.
Ah, a rare miss. There we go. Solid blow. He is bleeding and nearly down. It's his turn. He will swipe at you with his battle axe. In fact, he will try to topple you with his battle axe. And you need to make a dodge roll, or an evade roll, and beat an 8. Otherwise you will be toppled. Nope, you are toppled. So you regained your feet for a moment, but like a great ship in a storm, you were tossed to and fro. The scarab beetle will go. Crushing blow. The beast rises high above its foes and drops its heavy bulk on 2 enemies. That's going to be both Kalen and Circumference. Both victims suffer 2d4 bludgeoning and are knocked down. Circumference will take 2d4 plus 1d6 because he's prone. Do either of you... does Kalen, do you try to avoid this?
Looking at the initiative, I think I will just risk it and take it.
Alright, let me roll. This is for Circumference with the d6. Kalen, you'll take 6. Circumference, you will take 12. I'll apply that to Circumference. But then Kalen, you'll take 6 minus your armor. And then you will be knocked prone as well, Kalen. Tav, your turn.
All right. Definitely not a good sign of things. They're both knocked down again.
No.
He doesn't really have anything else to throw. He doesn't want to throw his last dagger. Because that'd be no good. I mean, I don't necessarily know if it'd help in this instance, but he has marbles.
You could try. I like
Throwing marbles all off at the bugbears or whatnot. Because I don't think, he's not quite in a position where he wants to like try to go through them and past that beetle. That doesn't really seem like a possible avenue right now.
Right.
One thing whenever I've played a thief is there's an optional rule you can look for an improvised weapon, and sometimes they can be very good.
Well, I know that like he has a torch. There's also that longsword or whatever that Circumference swapped with that's right nearby. Definitely not one of his usual weapons, but that technically is there, and my character does, I believe, have enough strength to use it. But I think, we'll try for the marbles, see if we can kind of toss the marbles over at the scarab or bugbear or that general direction, if that's something viable.
Yeah, so you roll the marbles out there?
Yeah, that's the goal, as they're kind of prone, just kind of rolling them past them and towards the scarab and the bugbears.
Yeah, it's definitely going to make it like difficult terrain. It'll cost twice the movement to try and move through there. May give them some banes on anything that requires a lot of movement, so I think that may end up paying off. Kalen, do you want to stand up?
Yeah, definitely. It's a monster, so I don't think I can topple it, but this still gives me a boon, so he's gonna use the
You can topple monsters. If they have more than 2 legs, you just get a bane on it.
Oh, okay, interesting. I guess that defeats the purpose.
Yeah.
I wasn't even trying to topple it, but I will roll a flat roll. I was trying, but, I was just like, all's well that ends well.
Nice. Damage to the beast. Do you want to roll another... Well, so are you going to try to topple it or no?
Yeah, well, that was the ability. I was doing it for the boon, but I didn't know it'd give me a bane because it's got extra legs, but I guess that is still a 12 that he has to beat, which...
Give him the roll here.
Oh, look at that.
No, look at that. He is toppled.
Oh, and then he goes next.
Yep. So then he will get up, and he will make his attack. Death Rattle. Everyone must make a will roll to resist fear. Kalen is good. Circumference fails. Does Circumference push that?
No, I do not.
Oh, you are enfeebled. You become disheartened and lose 6 willpower.
Yeah.
This bugbear will do nothing. This one will come up here. He's going to throw a hand axe at Kalen. We'll get a Bane on this. And that's a miss. We go to the next round. Round 3. Bugbear's got one more hand axe. He'll throw it at Kalen. Gets a Bane. Kalen, that's going to be a hit. Do you want to try to evade that? Parry it with the shield?
Ooh.
Take it?
I'm a little banged up, so I think I will try to evade that, yeah. Oh, just one over.
No.
Do you push it?
I'm tempted, but I've got... I don't think there's any good options. Well, I could risk taking scared. Hopefully he doesn't make me run away. Oh, jeez. It wasn't even worth it in the end. Oh, well.
You are struck for... Not horrible. I'll go ahead and deal that to you. You've got... you're sitting on, what, 3 hit points? Circumference. I will assume you stand up.
Not yet. I will first do my attack. As the beetle is trying to crush me, I will stab at its vulnerable underbelly.
Ah, nice. I like it. Go for it. Give yourself, are you finding the weak spot?
Yes, and since it's damaged me, I use Unforgiven.
Excellent. Ugh. Maybe that sword isn't meant for you, Circumference. There we go. He takes that, ignoring armor, and your blade goes right through the beetle and pierces up through the top of him, and like a bug being pinned to a board, he squirms around the pin before finally expiring, and then a shower of juices spills out of his thorax and coats you in some sort of sticky hot syrup.
Yes, and then I stand up, I throw the bug off of me, and I growl at the bugbears. They seem to get scared when I killed the golem. Perhaps this will also frighten them.
Give me a persuasion roll, and you can add a boon to that. Do you push it?
No, I don't.
No, they're here for revenge. And this one will move forward, and he will go after Circumference.
How to say any marble action?
Oh yeah, let me have him make a like an agility roll here.
That to say, heck, even like the guts of the beetles probably making it fun, interesting. Well, that person was definitely wanting to do it. My gosh, 2 and a 3.
Yeah, he comes. He's kind of roller skates a little bit on the marbles and the juices, but then comes in with a battle axe on Circumference. And that is a hit. Circumference, do you take it or do you use defensive?
I'm out of willpower, so I accept the blow.
And he whomps you for a goodly number. You take a little damage, but not bad. Kalen, you're up next.
Ooh. Hard choice. There's still 3 of these guys left. I think Kalen is... I really don't have much choice. He's going to drink his health potion, because one more hit and he goes down.
Yeah, excellent. Go ahead and recover 2d6.
I believe it is a normal one, yeah.
Yep, 8 damage recovered. And then do you move?
No, I think he'll stay put.
This bugbear is going to come through, and he's going to skitter and roll on those marbles. I'm going to give him a roll to try to avoid falling prone. And he falls prone.
Yay.
And that's his turn. Tev, you're up.
Gosh. Like Tevitt is in a similar situation. Plus, he doesn't want to move into the marbles. Yeah, I'm not sure what he could do in this particular instance. At least move closer, I suppose. But yeah, I think otherwise that will be his turn, because I don't want him to quite move into risky business, trying to do an agility goal of his own to try to dodge the marbles.
And that would make sense. And we go back to Bugbear. He is going to wail on Circumference. In fact, he is going to use Berserker. Give himself a boon. And with the boon, he chops at Circumference. You said you're out of willpower.
Circumference,
you use your action. You accept the blow. The axe. Ooh, your armor blocks most all of that. You take a paltry 2 points of damage. This Bugbear will move in. He'll have to make that same evade roll. And he makes it. He's on his feet. He will throw a hand axe. Let me see who he's going to throw it at. He throws it at Tev.
Of course.
These blasted marbles. Oh, he's also going to use Berserker. That will give him a boon. That's a miss.
Nice.
Excellent. Kalen, you're up.
Yeah, he will bring his axe down on the head of this prone one in front of him.
Excellent.
I like that the one who's prone went last in initiative. That's always a good
helps.
feeling.
Oof. Ooh. Yeah, take the dragon.
Nice.
Ooh. I guess I could do another fray attack, but then I'll roll a 19. I just know it.
Right?
I'm just gonna make sure this guy dies. Well, I mean, I could still roll poorly, but...
No, I think that'll do it. Yeah, you obliterate that one that's prone. Maybe you. How do you take him out?
Yeah, he's prone, so it just swing the axe down right, get his neck, and it just beheads him.
Nice. Now, do you step up?
Yeah, I think he's...
You'll have
not
to
that
make an
hurt.
acrobatics roll, because there are marbles there.
Marbles and goo.
Marbles and goo.
He's decent at acrobatics. We'll see. Oh, no, not quite.
Do you push it?
Nah.
You slip prone. Circumference, you're up. There we go. You were holding the sword by the wrong end. Now it works. And how do you cleave through that one?
Yes, in a flurry of swings, he chops off both arms, and then a sweep of the legs, and that bugbear falls to the ground, wailing in pain.
Nice. Do you move up?
No. Well, actually, yes, I will move up.
You have to make an acrobatics roll.
I forgot about the marbles. Perhaps I will stay here.
Tev, you're up.
Alrighty. Given the fact that the marbles have now hindered his allies, I feel like he will attempt to take the risk and jump in himself, attempting an acrobatics roll so that he can try to attack that other bugbear.
Nice.
So we'll move at least to a point in which he would have to make the roll.
Yeah.
I feel like we want to go a square further, but we'll at least go there. Acrobatics. Nice.
Easily done.
Definitely
you
slide.
could move a square further if you like.
Yeah, that was kind of his goal ultimately.
Yeah.
And we'll attempt his backstab as he's kind of like sliding and is trying to use the force of his slide to try to inflict more damage on the bugbear with his
Nice.
dagger.
slice, you hamstring him, slice the back of his knee, and come up between the legs with the blade.
And then this one, no additional boon, just regular with the 1d8 additional.
No, you'll. So if you're using backstab, then you will get a boon added to that.
Okay, perfect. 1 boon / 1d8.
And then just deduct the willpower. Thank goodness for the boon.
I know, right?
Oh, it's still a fail, but at least it wasn't a mishap. Yep. Do you push it?
Yes. We'll go for some strength because this has definitely been an exhausting endeavor.
Oh yeah. There we go. Roll damage. And that is 17 damage. Almost down. He's sitting on 3 hit points.
Alright.
Kaylin, you're up first. Assume you stand up.
Yeah, definitely.
Ooh, yeah, that will do it. How do you take that guy out?
The axe just gets him right, like in his lower abdomen, like gets his belly, cuts it open under the chainmail. It's a lucky hit.
Nice. Entrails spill out onto the ground, joining the marbles, the bug juices, as well as the big exoskeleton of that giant scarab beetle. Now, with the battle won, Kaylin, do you have any interest in that giant beetle?
Yes, I think he'd rest his arm on the exoskeleton and turn to you two and say, I believe I can make myself another mark with this creature, if you'll have patience with me. Although maybe we could even take a moment to rest, because I have several banes on this.
Yeah, you can do a 15-minute rest here, if everyone wants to do that stretch rest.
Yeah.
Recover a little willpower and hit points, and some conditions if you use your memento. And Circumference, how do you use your memento to remove that additional condition?
Yes, I have a feather of a griffin that I once slew. I will take out that feather and recall how delicious its meat was when I feasted on it that evening, and think of the fond memories of that feast.
Nice. And Kaylin, what's your memento, and how do you meditate with it?
Yeah, this is actually perfect, because Kayla's memento is a ragged old journal, which I've written is basically the journal of his mentor who marked him. So, in a way, I like to think he's going through this journal and trying to find the mark about the beetle. And, well, I put a new description in it, so that's fun. So, it's somehow a good memory for him.
Excellent. And then if you want to go ahead and do your attempt to harvest what you need.
Yes, I have to harvest it with a hunting and fishing roll, and then preserve it with a skin art roll. And, in fact, I'm going to try to use this for the hunting and fishing boon.
I was going to say, I think you have a mark that helps you with that. Nice. The boon succeeds. Now skin art likewise succeeds. Okay, you have the scarab beetle. To learn the mark, have we discussed, is it an advancement mark, or do you this is the process to learn it?
Yeah, I believe in the book at least, and I in fact, because it's kind of like learning magic, I think it's fair to use an advancement roll for it. You just have to do a ritual which takes a shift, and it's just a bushcraft roll.
Okay, perfect.
Or actually, no, the bushcraft is to get incense rating here. It doesn't say what the roll is. It just says you need a shift of time and the tools.
So I think it would be like learning from someone else. If you have a teacher or someone, then you would get a chance to improve that. So you just use your mark to, this time I think you would just gain the mark. I don't think you need to use an advancement point. Part of it was you had to find this creature. So let me put the mark of the beetle, there we go, on your character.
And this is a powerful boon. I will be able to have nearly as much armor as our knight here, should I draw on it. This beetle was quite a fine shell.
Impressive skill.
All right, and
Yes, now you'll have to work on the armor beneath your armor. I have layers of blubber which provide natural protection from all foes, and their weapons find it hard to pierce that.
Well, I can't imagine that I would have been doing that, but maybe you're right. I will eat far more. I don't know if I'll be able to keep up with you, though, sir.
but think of all the skin you would have to put marks on.
Oh, wow, that's true. I could have, like, rolls, and then I just lift up my stomach, and there's another mark down there.
It's like a Care Bear.
Great.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, boy.
All right, where to from here? Now these stairs. This is the way out. This is the way you first came into this fell place. Was through those stairs. So the bugbears had gone out, found this giant beetle, and brought it back in here to deal with the problem. But you dealt with them instead. So you could go out here. There are still areas you have not explored, but you by no means need to explore everything.
Well, there's passages to the north I know that we've yet to explore, or we could backtrack, and I think there was a hallway we had not gone all the way down yet.
Yeah, I think back over here. Yep, there was something you hadn't checked out.
Yes, well, what are we thinking?
You know that we do need to find that blue gemstone. That seems it's at the Salt Cauldron Tunnel.
Yeah, I mean, we got what we came here for, but there could be more treasure in some of these rooms.
What are you looking for, Circumference?
Well, which direction smells the best?
Straight ahead through the exit smells the best. It smells like clean, dry desert air.
Well, yes, but between the north passages and then the hallway we've yet to explore.
The probably the north passage smells the best.
Well, that's the passage I would recommend is to the north.
'Cause I
Has
think
the
there's
best
still
smell.
things up there that you haven't explored either. And if you recall, this room up here to the north of you, that had that was the entrance room, the first one you came into. There were carved reliefs on the walls depicting a sphinx subjugating a group of humanoids. And in each relief, a sphinx sits atop a temple. And across all the reliefs, the subjugated creatures go from cowering in fear to bowing to the sphinx in worship. And the sphinx had this magnificent jeweled collar on its neck.
Well, I know that to open the primary door of this crypt, we need the blue gemstone, which I believe lies in another dungeon.
Oh, you've obtained some of these gems?
Oh, yes, we obtained the red gem from the temple to the north, and then we retrieved a black gem from the golem in this dungeon.
Here is the black gemstone.
How exciting.
Here is the red gemstone. But we do not have the blue gemstone. We presume that's what we're missing.
Rather enticing promise for some treasure.
Yeah, what would be locked behind that door that only 3 magical stones could open, you can only imagine. Now, coming up here, you might recall, Kalen and Circumference, that to the right-hand side, that leads to that room with all the pillars. And now, straight up above, I don't know if you guys have been up here in this room. I don't think you have been in
No, we
the room
haven't.
straight up above. So
It's not revealed.
Yeah, if you go up there and look along the west, north, and east walls of this room is a long relief depicting primitive humanoids hunting, gathering, and fighting each other with spears and clubs. At the center of the relief, high above the primitive creatures, sits a magnificent sphinx with a jeweled collar around its neck. The sphinx appears to be observing the actions of the primitive humanoids. The end of the relief shows all the creatures bowing in worship to the Sphinx, and below the relief, words are carved in a strange language. Circumference, you have a helm that can read languages. It says...
Yes, yes.
You peer at it, and the strange scratches looks like maybe ancient cuneiform, as though someone had pressed in with some sort of tool. It almost looks like a cat's claw, almost. But you read that cuneiform, and it says, "The time of chaos. Forgothu came and showed us the path of enlightenment."
Well, I'm starting to believe that the Sphinx is the one named Forgothu that these cultists worship.
This is, after all, the temple of Forgothu.
Yes, yes, and I have reason to believe that perhaps the Sphinx is what lies beyond those doors which we cannot open.
With the gems, you mean?
Yes, yes.
The gems, you said he has a jeweled collar on, and I've heard that several times. Like, is it just like a collar with jewels in it, or?
Yeah, it looks like a very magnificent collar, something regal or royal, perhaps a symbol of office or something magical, perhaps. It does not look like any of those three stones would be a part of that collar, though. Collar, at least in these carved reliefs, looks different than having three large round stones on it. But even in the relief, there are small jewels embedded into the stone to symbolize that collar. And there's emeralds, diamonds, rubies, sapphires, and other stones. In fact, if you pried them out of the relief, you would probably be able to pocket a good chunk of money worth of gems.
Well, I've heard that daggers are good at prying out gems, and I'll turn to the cat.
Yeah, Tvino's definitely interested in collecting some gems.
A sleight of hand roll would do it. If you roll a demon, you damage your blade.
Yeah, I have the other one, although it's kind of
Yeah.
messy and gooey now, but...
Yeah, you managed to pop out some gems, and these are worth 14. Nice, worth 90 gold pieces worth of gems.
All right.
So if we split it, that's 30 each. Almost enough to buy a healing potion.
Yes, this will serve us well in our adventures. I looked at the end of the hallway to see what was there, and it seems we have another locked door at the end of this hall.
This
Would you
is
like
locked
to
up
keep this
tight.
place secure?
Yes.
And it does not appear to be locked, but it is shut.
That was Kalen. He clicked the door.
Opening this room, along the walls is another long relief. There are double doors on the north and south walls. You just came in through the north. The relief shows events involving groups of humanoids. At one end, a sphinx watches the humanoids from atop a high canyon ledge as they discard their weapons into a fire. The creatures are then shown farming and herding livestock. Following that, they are building what appears to be some sort of temple, perhaps this very one. And in the last part of the relief, the humanoids are gathered before another who is donning holy vestments. Behind this person stands the Sphinx with the jeweled collar. This carving has been vandalized with gashes and scratches, particularly the image of the Sphinx, and the gems have been plucked clean. Below the relief, words are carved in that same strange language, but Circumference can read it. It says, "The time of tranquility. Forgothu's words guide and protect us."
Yes, and it seems that our fox has returned from their nap.
Welcome, Tina. Let me grab your fox.
Yep.
The fox comes scampering along. Let me pop you up here. We're just about to take our break, so perfect timing. There we go. There's our fox back with us. Circumference, what is your myth and legends for?
Well, Circumference is trying to piece together all of these phrases that he's read and these carved walls to see if he can find any meaning in it.
Yeah, you get the sense Forgothu is likely the name of the Sphinx, and you get the sense that Forgothu is not a malevolent being. Although, at first glance, it looks like these people might have been subjugated, but rather piecing the information together, it looks as though the Sphinx taught them farming, taught them construction, taught them civilization. And the people mention that this brought them a time of tranquility, that Forgothu's words guided and protected them, not that they were enslaved by this Sphinx. So you get the feeling that the Sphinx was maybe a benevolent creature, although what are people going to carve in the walls of a temple? You know, if you got some horrible monster that rules over you, you're not going to carve, "Oh, this guy's a jerk." You're going to carve, "Oh, what a wonderful leader we have. You know, all hail supreme leader." But you get the sense that maybe it's more of the former, that the Sphinx was actually beneficial to the people, the early inhabitants of the Hularor Canyon.
Well, I will share these thoughts with my companions and see what they think.
Oh, and Tina, roll a 1d4. If you get a 1, you come back as Quietus. Nope, still a fox.
Sorry. Oh dear.
We do have a door to the south we've not opened, as well as one to the west. It looks like the gems have been plucked clean from the carving on the wall in this room.
Would you say foxes can see in the dark?
I would think so.
Excellent, because at the moment I can't see anything.
Uh-oh. Scroll up. You might be up in a different room. Or zoom out and you might see that. No. Now do you see?
Nope.
Oh, let me put your token back there again.
Thank you.
Get off of here. We'll drop a new token on here for you. Is that better?
Still pitch black. I can see some other areas, but I can't see where I am. I can see an orange square of nothing.
Let me give you a light source and see if that changes things.
I'm seeing Quietus, but not the fox. Maybe I'm not the fox.
It could be the token ownership, perhaps.
Yes.
Alright, let me switch that real quick. Pick your ownership. I show you as the owner of the fox. Let me... Oh, I think I might know why. Let me do this real quickly. See if I do your user configuration and select you as the fox. Now can you see?
No, I can still just see Quietus. Sorry guys, maybe we could do this during the break. You just keep going.
Yeah, well, in fact, why don't we just take our break here, and let's take about an 8-minute break. When we get back, we will decide where to go from here. And in the meantime, I will get this worked on. So I will be back in about 8 minutes. See you all shortly.
So sorry, everybody. Rough note, and then just didn't wake up.
No worries. We managed without you somehow.
rescue the princess from the evil goblin. I ignore all the signs of impending danger because I'm a fighter and not some crappy ranger. 47 hit points and a high dexterity, 17 for strength. Kobolds are afraid of me, crafted from numbers on living paper. I escape from the mundane to a medieval caper. While in real life, my fate is unspoken. Hero roll of the dice in my fate is unspoken. I locate the lair, but it doesn't make much sense to me. I think that the DM might be out to get me. A hero in armor and truth, bards tell my legacy. The flame of my torch illuminates the enemy. I win in a battle, you win foes asunder. Deeper I venture, the deeper I wonder. The bodies pile up before me, the corpses I plunder. The deeper I venture, the deeper I wonder. Crafted from numbers on living paper. I skip from the mundane to a medieval caper. And while in real life, my fate is unspoken. Hero roll of the dice in my fate is unspoken. I drink my last potion, I charge through the open gate. The flame of the dragon tried to seal my awful fate. With a handful of dice, 5 times I roll 20. The dragon goes down, the DM no bloody. I leave with the princess, a satchel chock full of gold. We head to the tavern where my mighty tale unfolds. Crafted from numbers on living paper. I skip from the mundane to a medieval caper. While in real life,
All right, I am back. Sound off if you're here.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, hello.
Hi, Tim.
And do we have Henrik?
Present.
Excellent. Is Henrik back? I don't believe so. Once we get Henrik, we will jump back in, but we now have Tina can actually see, so that helps.
I have no idea.
After a long fox nap.
Yup.
Yeah, a long fox nap. Just use my nose, sniff my way along the corridors until I catch up.
Are you back with us, Henrik?
Yes, I'm here.
Excellent. All right, we are ready to proceed. I'm just going to have Quietus's token on the map, otherwise Tina can't see. And that way you can still access some of, at least one spell that only requires a gesture, and your fox could make that gesture. But your
Ooh,
fox
which
can't.
one's that?
Lightning Flash, it can do that one.
Oh, cool.
So we've got a door to the south and a door to the west. In fact, let me have the fox. I'm going to have you make an awareness roll. You pace around a little bit, but sniffing here and there, looking for anything that might be hidden or secret or traps, but you come across nothing.
This place stinks.
Smells like bugbear. That door does not seem to be locked circumference. You give it the once over, and you're pretty convinced that there's no problem there. It's not like that other door that gave a little shock. This room seems to be some sort of shrine. There is a statue in here of a Sphinx sitting atop a sarcophagus. And before the sarcophagus is a marble altar covered in gold and beautiful jewels. The statue depicts the being to which this temple is devoted to, Forgothu. The Sphinx has a very dignified and regal pose. The neckline of this statue is discolored, less weathered and worn than the rest of the statue. Now on the altar circumference, you see a lot of offerings. There are stacks of silver coins, probably 200 or more silver coins, probably 200 or more gold coins. There are 4 pieces of jewelry, rings, necklaces, bracelets, a tiara. All of this has been left as offering to Forgothu.
Well, perhaps we should take it, and should we find the Sphinx, we can give it to him. I think that would be a good service to do for this Sphinx, and if we don't happen upon him, then we'll put it to good use.
Let me type out what we have found in here. If you indeed choose to pilfer it, which you're certainly more than welcome to do so. 200 gold. 200 silver. And the 4 pieces of jewelry are worth about 600 gold if you were to sell them all together. So 800 gold and 200 silver worth of valuation sitting on the altar before the sarcophagus.
There doesn't seem to be any magical traps, does there? Perhaps a check for that would be wise.
Well, a spot hidden roll might be able to find that.
Yeah. This seems like too easy. Tev knows better, so I feel like Tev would try to do some sort of check.
The fox could access sense magic. That only requires a gesture.
Ooh, okay. Wave my little foxy foot around and do sense magic. Where is that?
There is a little whiff, a hint of magic. It's coming from the statue around the neck that looks to be less worn than the rest of the statue. It's as though there was perhaps at one point something there that has been taken, but the residue of how long that must have sat there, hundreds of years, if not millennia, has left its mark on the statue. And you get the faint sense that it is some sort of mental magic, something of control, or dare you even say domination.
But that's
Foolish.
gone.
It seems to be gone.
It's- How do I demonstrate
Yep,
this to
now
the
you gotta
others?
explain that to everybody else.
I very lightly stand up on my back legs and I kind of point up towards the mark on the neck where it is, and then I come back down to the ground and I shake my head and I go as if it's not there, and then I point to the coins and go and put my little foxy thumb up.
Give me a performance roll from Quietus. How well you can try to get that message across.
Oh dear. I don't even know if it's the right one to put across.
Oh, with a dragon? Yeah.
Oh God.
I think everybody kind of gets the idea. The fox is pointing to the neck of the statue and then shaking its head like something's missing or something happened, and then looking at the gold, and little fox thumb kind of pokes up. It's not an opposable
Yeah, my little
thumb.
dew claw.
Yeah.
No, it's just a little dew claw.
So there was a necklace. Why would somebody take it before we did?
Exactly. Thieves.
It seemed to be the most obvious relic the Sphinx possessed.
Yes, and was there any regular traps, not of the magical variety?
Let's see. Tev succeeded. Yes, none that you see. You don't detect any sort of traps.
Seems otherwise good, just, some would hesitate robbing from this god or whatever it is.
But they didn't hesitate to take the necklace.
Which would perhaps be the most sacred.
And you did see that necklace in those carvings on the walls, on those reliefs. In fact, you pried some gems out of one of the walls. So clearly the Sphinx wore this necklace in life, and presumably the statue did in death, and it does look like it's been taken.
I'm going to
Yes,
trot
yes,
neatly to the other side of the room and curl my tail under me and sit on my tail and watch. I'm like, I don't know about this.
Do you take the loot off the altar?
Well, this is more in the thief's department, but I can certainly watch.
I think Tev's only hesitant that, all this has been sitting here the entire time. That's the only thing that's making Tev hesitate. This seems too easy.
Right, why did no one take this, yet they took something else?
Gems wedged into a wall, small things. Not everyone's good at prying out daggers, but yeah, Tev's maybe we'll come for this later. It concerns me that it's been sitting here, easily accessible. Even the bugbears have had
Right, and they didn't even touch it. Now, do you fancy a peek inside the sarcophagus?
Does it look sealed?
It looks like it has not been pried open. You see no marring marks of stone tools trying to chip it open or break it open, but it's the sort that could be lifted. It would take probably all of you to try and lift it to peer under there. It looks very heavy. Or would that be a desecration of this grave?
I mean, I'm not adverse to stealing from the dead, but I don't like my odds here. Nor am I the strongest.
What does Kaelin think? Kaelin's being awfully quiet.
Yeah, sorry. Kaelin is distracted as the person controlling him is wrestling kittens. They're ambushing me. Yeah, I don't know. It is a really good point that all of the wealth was here for so long and it was untouched. That is concerning. I don't really remember the amount, though. Is it Oh, the sarcophagus, sorry. You know what? In fact, I think Caitlin really wants to see under that sarcophagus. Well, I'm pretty strong and, well, I'm no cat, but curiosity does often bite me.
If Kalen and Circumference work together, they might be able to lift it.
Yeah, they're both really strong. Caitlin's got a 17, so he can definitely help Circumference.
If
Yeah, certainly.
We don't have to, though. It's your choice, friend.
if you choose to, you could roll with a boon as the two of you work together. Whoever wants to make the roll would be responsible for the consequences. I mean,
Can I come up
Well-
and just sniff as the sarcophagus lid starts to come across as there's a tiny crack? Can I
Yeah.
stand up on my back legs and kind of sniff and see if I can smell or perhaps sense any magic coming out of it before they
Yes.
push it too far back?
absolutely. You guys set your weapons down and place hands on the black stone sarcophagus. And do you lift?
Caitlin's, yes.
Well, I have a 17 in strength as well, Keelan. Perhaps you should have the honor.
After I mentioned the consequences.
It is my choice. I was the one who said we should do it. Only fair. Oh dear, can't even do it. Oh, well, I knew you should have done it, sir. You're just a bit tougher.
Do you try Circumference?
Well, doesn't Keelan get a boon, if I remember?
Oh, yeah, he did get a boon with your assistance. So,
True.
Go ahead and just re-roll that. There we go. As you
Okay,
begin
sniff,
to
sniff.
crack it open, give me an awareness roll. As you sniff
Me or the others? Oh, I'm
you.
sniff. All right,
Yeah,
I'm sniffing
yep, as
first.
you're
Do I
sniffing the
sniff
air.
corruption? Do I sniff like long deadness, which might be delicious, or
It smells like there was once something here, but it's here no longer. You smell. It's not decay. It's almost sweet, like preservation, almost medicinal. But you don't smell flesh. You don't smell bone. You don't smell fur. Just maybe you think maybe linen is what you're getting. Maybe wrappings.
okay? Can I sense magic as well?
Yeah, there is no magic in there. Although there's that hint that there once was for a very long time magic within this sarcophagus.
Okay. I kind of do a foxy shrug and just kind of look at them and then back away.
And Circumference, do you and Kalen lift the lid entirely?
Sure. Circumference will help Keelan lift the lid.
As you both lift the lid entirely, you get it up high enough that it will clear, and you move it gently to the side, and Tev and Quietus the fox peer in, and it's all but empty. There are a few loose wrapping bandages in here. Something was mummified or preserved in here, but now all that remains are a few wrappings and bandages.
Why am I not relieved?
Right?
I mean, once
Yeah,
again,
yeah.
possible treasure gone, but not the treasure from in front of the statue.
Right.
Yeah. Tev's brain is spiraling in the whole, like, the mummy rose and took its necklace and is out dominating the folk. That's the sort of face that Tev is making right now as the stories kind of spiral.
Yeah. So you recall the stories from Fort Davelmag that people would, the poor militiaman that killed that merchant. He said it's like he fell asleep and he woke up and he was covered in blood. And others say there's this dream thief that seems to render them unconscious, and then they wake up and they've been robbed, and everyone has attributed it to some sort of manticore, some four-legged beast running around that they think must be a creature of the desert that's doing this. But what if it's not? What if it's Forgothu risen?
I guess as a random question, do any of these tributes look like recent, or is it like old golden coins?
Give me a myths and legends roll.
Alrighty. Not the best at that, but I'll roll it anyway. I got a decent roll, but not enough.
Not
so.
enough. Well, looking at some of the coins, you don't recognize where or when they are from, but you do recognize these are not current coinage. There's pictures of kings and writing on here that you can't read, that it's either from a faraway place or from a time long ago. There's no tarnish on the gold. The gold does not tarnish. Much of the silver is tarnished, like it's been here for a long time. There is the jewelry as well. It's hard to say how long this has been. It's mostly stone set in gold, but there's dust here on top of the jewelry and on top of the coins. You think these have been untouched for quite some time.
An ancient treasure for an ancient creature that is no longer here. And no longer interested in gold, apparently, so we might as well take it.
Do you swipe it?
I feel like at that point Tev would be less hesitant, for better or for worse.
All right, there is 200 gold, 200 silver, and then 600 worth of jewelry. That would be 800 gold if we split it 4 ways. That's 200 gold each. And then if we split the silver, that's 50 silver each.
Well, of course, I can't carry my share, so it's entirely up to
Oh,
if Circumference is carrying my gear.
Yeah.
I've got this pouch we found in the temple that can help.
Yeah, the pouch of plenty. You can shove everything in there.
It might be worth doing for now.
Yeah, it's got more than enough. Okay, wait, we just assume we're doing that, right?
Yep.
And then what was the gold divided up again?
Would be 800, so 200 gold each.
Yeah, once Tev kind of feels like, for better or for worse, this thing is like up and walking about, he doesn't feel so bad stealing from it.
Nice.
Which is kind of ironic, but you know.
It's not really a funeral, like a memento if it's still alive, is it?
Well, they got up and they just totally left it here. Like, clearly they're not interested in it.
Yes, that's fair. Then it's not like they're just out for a stroll.
Now you have seen some cultists about, and perhaps the old cult of Forgothu has been renewed, maybe with the rise of Forgothu from his or her tomb. Maybe that's what's been going on with the legends of the old cult that is still active. Maybe that's why this was not touched, because maybe the cultists would not profane the resting place of Forgothu, which you guys clearly did, but you're not part of the cult, so maybe it doesn't mean anything to you.
We're not wanting to join up, that's for sure.
Yes, Crom laughs at Forgothu. Let's continue on.
So I think you have explored all of the temple except for the room you cannot get through, as well as the room that was over here that you think holds a gate. Otherwise, I think you've been everywhere in the temple.
Well, perhaps it's time that we journey towards where we believe the blue stone is being held. That might be our best path forward, as I believe that's what unlocks the final chamber of this dungeon.
Nod.
Yep, the fox nods. Let's do it. Alright, so do you leave the Temple of Forgothu? The exit is right here.
Yeah, Tev wants some fresh air.
And on our way, we could try and find wherever this treasure map leads. I believe it's along the river somewhere.
Yes, I've scoured the map, and I don't see anything that looks like that. But if you can find it, it doesn't hurt to look.
Perhaps we could take a look and see if we could decipher it.
Let's go to our world map here. So we're here at the Temple of Forgothu. That big map we saw in the temple that had the stones on it, there was a sapphire down here near the Salt Cauldron Swell at a place called the Salt Cauldron Tunnel. There's the Laughing Devil Trail that leads there. From here we could take the temple path and then join the South Canyon Road and go all the way around Chapel Rock and then down the Laughing Devil Trail. We can also go overland if we choose and stay off the road. We could also go along the river as well and then cut down. But regardless, let's take a look at that treasure map that we had found.
Well, if you look at it, it almost looks like it might be near this rise.
I'll post the...
Right there, it appears that shape of the land kind of matches with the map.
Kind of, but the river does not look like that. That's why I was confused. Although there are 3 curves there and 3 on the map, even if they're entirely different.
And whoever drew this may not have been much of an artist.
That's true. It's not like they had access to a drone or anything.
But where do you think circumference that it might be? Right around there.
Yeah.
Well, we could journey through the canyon over to there.
Well, it might be a chance to come upon more possible adventure and loot, so I see no harm in it, and it does sort of take us in the direction of our next area. Of course, if we go that way, we'd almost be close enough we could stop at the fort for more supplies, but I suppose we could see when we get there.
Yes, this sounds wise. I agree. Try to find the treasure and go from there, maybe back to the fort. Yes.
So
Do we keep to the roads, or are we going through the land?
in a shift of time, it's about 10 miles. We could get that far.
Which is about where it is.
Or we could go along the road and then scale down the canyon side and go back that way. Do you want to stick to the path or blaze a new trail?
Not sure if everyone looks like they're good climbers.
'Cause, yeah, otherwise we're coming back along the road and then coming down like that.
Yes, didn't Kalen hear some rumors about, was it the river or the canyon? I don't quite recall.
Yes, it's supposed to be safer to travel along the rivers. Alongside the river, that is. Was that it? I feel like there was a rumor there, yeah.
Well, perhaps we would be safer taking the first route and travel closer to the river.
You could stay, then you would at least have a supply of water and then come up here.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's going to be the most pragmatic.
Now, as we come out, it is, we're nearing the heat of the day. We could stop and rest here near the temple, or we could create a little distance from us and the temple and then rest. We've kind of chosen not to travel during the hottest parts of the day, but it's up to you. You could stay here and camp, or we could move on and camp. But we would probably need to camp before we journey all that way. Otherwise, we may find the going to be very strenuous and difficult because of the heat. What do we choose to do?
I mean, rest sounds good.
Gonna
Yes, I can use the rest.
rest here near the temple, or move a few miles away?
While I was having my fox kip, did all the bugbears get sorted out?
Yes, they did.
Okay.
Yeah, they came back. In fact, they brought a huge, giant scarab beetle to try and finish us off, but we managed to defeat it.
The temple does seem to be active with cultists, though. Perhaps not a good idea to rest right next to it.
Yeah, maybe journey up the canyon a couple of miles. I will need a bushcraft roll for that. And I'm going to have a Bane on there because it is hot. Who wants to take
And
that?
I use my bushcraft still. I'm a fox.
Yeah,
I've got
you still can. You still have the knowledge that Quietus had.
and the intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just lack
Also,
the
I'm looking
opposable
for
thumbs.
I'm looking for mice to eat as well.
Excellent.
Pouncing on mice and lizards as we go, so I can save us some food supplies. And I'll not think about it when I turn back into a person.
Well, Circumference will eat whatever you bring him, I'm sure. We
Bring
go,
him some lizards.
it's like, oh, wonderful. You go a couple of miles, and then you find a spot. I mean, there's very little shade to be had, but there's a spot that you can at least rest, and you're near enough the river. You can fill your water skins and maybe bathe, wash some of the blood and sweat off of you. If you want to then sleep, do we have someone that keeps watch, or do we all sleep at the same time?
Well, we could let the donkey keep watch. They're very astute.
Mm-hmm. That they are, unless he hops on the rug and goes for a joyride. If you want to do your full night's rest, you can, and then Tina, roll a 1d4. If you get a 1, you're no longer a fox. Oh, darn it.
Oh, rats!
Still a fox.
Still a fox.
And then, Tim, do you see where to do that full rest? There we
Yes.
go. Perfect. Excellent.
At least there will probably be somebody at the fort who has the ability to dispel that.
Yeah, absolutely. We continue on the path. Let me roll a die here. Ooh, okay. Give me 1 second. I'm going to take us to a map as we are traveling. We're going through a section that looks like it may once have been a dry riverbed, and there are several small plateaus through here, areas that may have once been above the level of the water, but now seem to be just like giant teeth, basically plunged through here and there. And let me have Kalen make an awareness roll for me.
Yeah, I should have done my mark. Every morning when he wakes up, he should just do that. That'd be smart. No, it doesn't matter.
Nice.
Oof.
You sense that you're being watched, and you don't see who's doing this, but you get the distinct sense that someone or something is watching you, and you're checking all of the plateaus, thinking they must be up above or they must be down low, but you can't see anything, but that feeling of being watched is ever present.
Well, we're being watched, and frankly, I think it's by something that either has the abilities of a chameleon or are simply incredibly stealthy, because I know we're being watched, but I see nothing. Keep your eyes out.
We have Tev give me a spot hidden roll.
Alrighty. I see nothing.
Yeah, you see nothing. Ah. And lastly, let's have Quietus make an awareness roll. As your fox senses you begin to sniff the wind. The wind
I'll
must
push
be at your back. It swirls here through these plateaus. Just barely. You hear something, and you gaze up at the top of this plateau up here, and you see it looks like something waving. Maybe it's some sort of signal to others. But then you see the unmistakable form of some sort of beast that is half man, half scorpion up above.
Yep. Point up there.
As you begin to yip and yap and get the attention of everyone, from the desert, you see several of these scorpion men burst out of hiding, and we're going to be in combat. Let me grab everyone here as they ambush. Shuffle the deck just in case. If you guys want to draw cards. Oh, let me get the fox off there. You'll just use quietus. Well, actually, no. You'll use the fox's stats. So let me get quietus off there. Oh, what just happened? Oh, it just took everybody off. Sorry, guys. Okay, let's try that again. Sorry about that. That was my bad.
Well, I rolled the same.
Nice. Draw for the bad guys. There we go. Circumference, you are up first.
Well, unless anyone wants to switch, Circumference will switch with the 7th initiative.
Alright, we'll swap them over. Take the 7 spot. Excellent. The Scorpion Man up here will hurl a short spear, and it screams down. And strikes. Oh, quietus. Oh dear. Going for the fox. This could be bad.
Yeah, how many hit points have I got? 6.
Not many. Ooh, do you want to try to evade that?
I will absolutely evade that.
That's 6. You might just die outright.
Yeah.
Short skirt is like 2d6. That could easily kill you.
Right.
Oh no!
I will.
12 damage.
You can
Please.
you can push it. Give quietus a condition, and then you can re-roll that.
Give quietus the condition.
Yeah. Actually, I'm going to give you quietus's hit points. Quietus has 11. So let me give you 11 hit
It's
points.
You can kill my fox. It's fine.
There we go. That's a little better. Nope. That is a fail.
Yeah.
Alright. Let me... Oh boy. Let me roll the damage here. Just going to make sure we set those hit points correctly.
Oh.
Does 10. You have
That's it.
1 hit point left. Because I gave you 11, so you're down to 1.
Okay. Okay.
Kaylin, you're up.
Well, dear. This is a free action. Nice.
Nice. So the mark of the beetle gives you what, armor of 6?
6. Yep. I guess that guy didn't. I imagine Circumference was hoping that guy would come down from his pillar, but he did not. So the best I could do is throw an axe at him.
Nice.
Who can play at the throwing weapons game?
Excellent throw. Now he's got a hard exoskeleton. Seems to block some of that damage, but he feels it. He takes a grievous wound. He's almost to the point of bleeding.
Oh, there's only 3 more.
This one will charge up. And then he's going to throw his short spear. At Tev.
Aha.
Now he will get a bane on this because he's obscured. And it fails.
It's like, jump out of the way.
This one will double move up to here. Circumference, you're up.
Well, I will rush forward to these 2 in front of us.
Nice. A solid blow. No blood flies out as of yet, but he's down to nearly half. This guy will rush in. That's his turn. Quietus, you're up.
I'm going to cast Lightning
Nice.
Flash. Trying to think where would be the best. If I do it over here, I'm going to get Circumference.
Yeah, if you do this one, it will arc to the other guy. So if you can target that one.
All right,
Or you
I
could
will
go for the one
target-
on top of the plateau.
Well, he's the one that just wounded me. But I can get 2 down here.
Yeah.
So she's smart. She knows it's better to do that. So let me see if I can actually target. Going to cast Lightning Flash. Please work. Please work.
Oh, nice. Roll damage. And then roll 2d4. That's what it will do on the other one. Oh, wait, that goes through his armor.
I see now I get the ones.
Right? And that will go through his armor. He will take 2.
And now I'm going to run away somewhere and hide behind a rock.
Nice.
Because I've got 1 hit point.
Make a sneaking roll as you try to hide yourself. And Tev, you're up.
Right. I feel like
Oof.
Tev similarly will go towards the creatures that Circumference is dealing with to try to get some backstabbing on them. Which I think he is, yeah, just enough
Yep,
movement
just enough.
to get there.
Perfect.
Click on that this time. I manually applied it earlier, but I'll click on that this time just so I
Perfect.
remember.
Then just add the boon and add 1d8 additional damage.
Oh, let me close it. Had it popped out again. There we go. So I got that.
Oh, do you push it?
Yeah.
Nice,
Yes.
that's a hit. Good blow. He is bloody. He's not down, but he is bleeding. He's down below at least half. Circumference, you're up first. Nice. And, oh, he's sitting at 1 hit point.
Ah.
Darn it. Kaylin.
Yeah. I know you didn't do the sneaky roll, but did Quietus get away, or is she still in range?
Still in range. Although you don't see, at least the one up here does not seem to have another short spear. He threw it down at Quietus.
Yeah. Kalen is still going to bring himself kind of like in front of her, because there's this other one under them that could come and throw
Right.
something. Just trying to kind of try to get in the way. Yeah, no, I guess he'll just hold his action.
This one will throw his spear at Kalen. And that's a hit. Do you fast footwork this, Kalen?
Yeah, sure.
Or you can see if your armor holds.
That's true. It might be more fun to do that, but yeah, why make it easy on them? I've only got a 13 for evade. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
well.
you got it. Excellent. Quietus, your turn. You are definitely not hidden. There's not much cover here. You can start digging a little hole to lay your belly in.
I mean, I'm just gonna. I might just flee back the way.
Yeah,
we
you could
came.
just run off the map.
Going.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah,
thinking.
I'm gonna run
Yeah.
off the map. But first, I will cast lightning again, and I might go up a level as
Yeah.
well. So I'm trying to think. Once again to the same one I got
Yeah.
before.
I think that's the best spot, unless you go for the guy on top of the plateau. But if you want to get 2 for 1, that's the guy.
But he
to go
doesn't have
for.
a spear either, so
Yeah.
cast it. Power level 2. Oh, hang on, I've got to pop my thingy back in to get it to do some of this stuff. Okay, power level 2. Roll.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Roll damage. And then roll 3d4. That's what's going to hit the other guy. Nice.
That's pretty good.
That's really good.
And now, yeah, flee off the map if I possibly can.
So that guy over there will... he gets fried by your lightning. And how does it cook that scorpion man?
Yeah, he just like it's a big zot, and the zot goes zot, and he glows all over, and then he kind of just like poofs out through all the edges of his shell, so like he's steaming gently,
It's
and
like when a sausage bursts in the oven or something.
yeah, run away, run away.
Nice. Tav, you're up.
Alrighty. I feel like Tev is going to be overly cautious in this situation because he doesn't like them. He might kind of back up a little bit and try to throw his dagger at the other guy, trying not to get too up close and personal on his own.
Yeah.
Throw.
Nice.
Alright. Not a ton of damage, but better than
Not a
nothing.
ton, better than nothing. This one here, he will climb down. And as he climbs down, it's not like we would climb a surface. It's like a bug. He just skitters right down the surface like he's walking along flat ground with all of his legs. And he comes down with a broadsword and swings it at Kalen.
Yeah.
And that's a hit. Kalen, do you take that? You parry it. Actually, you can't parry, but you could fast footwork or take the hit.
Yeah, I think I'll take it.
Oof. Yikes. Well, your armor blocked half of it, so that's good.
Yes, good to see your armor's limitations.
This guy, I'm going to roll to see if he goes after Tev or Circumference. He goes after Circumference. Steps
That was
up.
Tev's hope.
Yep. And he's going to try to find the weak spot on Circumference. So he rolls with a Bane. And that's a miss, I believe. Yep, that's a miss. Alright, Circumference, you're up first.
Oh.
Darn it. As you try to find the weak spot, your weapon cuts so deep into the sandstone it gets stuck. It'll take you a strength roll as an action to pull it free. This one will go after Kalen again with broadsword. And that's a hit on Kalen. You could parry this, you could try to evade, or you could fast footwork. Or
Yeah, he can get over his pride. He's definitely going to try to evade that one.
Nice. You can move a square. Tev, your turn.
All right, Tev will employ kind of similar tactic, moving forward to try to backstab the one that Circumference is dealing with. He doesn't like these guys at all.
Creepy.
These are some sort of abomination. Ooh, nice.
Ooh, very nice.
15 damage. How do you take him out?
Well, the top half of him is human, so kind of like right in the throat.
Nice.
The part he knows how to deal with.
Scorpion Man, he will come up. Let me see who he's going to attack. Out of Circumference and Tev.
Can I try and get him to attack me and save me the willpower? Try and see if I can invoke his anger.
Yeah, give me a persuasion roll or a performance roll that you choose. Are you showing an opening or are you taunting him? You push it?
No, I do not.
Yeah, he goes after Tev. Slashing.
Apparently, you tried to flirt with him, I guess.
Oh, and that's going to be a hit. So,
Yep.
does Circumference Guardian this? Or see what Tev is made of? Nope, Circumference Guardians. Alright, Circumference. Do you take the hit or are you defensive and parry?
I know I take the hit.
Alright,
Tev does look squishy, just cloth, basic clothing.
See, that Tev is made of blood.
Yeah, and fur.
Your armor is proof against his blade. Kalen, you're up.
Kalen was half tempted to make a mad dash to climb that thing to get his axe back, but he'll just keep fighting this guy. That would be really leaving you guys with the guy right behind you.
It's my hand axe.
He definitely does seem to be better with that hand axe.
Mhm.
Case in point. I'm just saying.
Yep,
Yeah.
It's not superstition if it's true.
there we go. That's a good one.
Yeah, see, I've done way more than that with the hand axe, though, and it's got
Mhm.
less dying.
Yeah,
It's there's a thing.
You're averaging like 13 points of damage with that hand axe. Quietus, you are kind of at the edge of the battlefield, but you can still see what's going on. If you risk a lightning strike now, you will surely hit an ally.
Well, then I will not. I will perhaps hold my action.
In case someone tries
I do that in
charge past you.
Dragonbane.
No, there's no holding
Yeah.
actions, but I might, give you some sort of boon to something.
Yeah. Okay. No, I will just stay back where I am. I've only got one hit point. I'm a fox.
This guy will continue to attack Circumference. Slashing at you. That's a hit. It's not a find the weak spot. Do you let your armor absorb this?
Yes, I want him to hit me.
And he does, and your armor blocks it all. He's getting frustrated as his sword clanks off of your hard shell. Kalen, you're up.
Let's keep a little duel going. Ah, jeez.
I thought that was a dragon. Your hand axe, it would have been a dragon.
Yeah, you know it. He really should have tried to go for it, honestly, but no.
Circumference, your sword is still stuck in the ground, but you have another weapon at hand, or you could bash with your shield. That's always worked well for you. Or you can pull your sword out. Ooh, no.
Oh, the dice.
Do you hit yourself with Frostblade? If you do, it's 2d6.
Yes, I will take the damage.
Your armor blocks it all as you slash alongside your leg. Quietus. Do you do anything, or you can swap with Tev and let Tev go?
Yeah, I'll swap with Tev.
All right.
Tavino, you are up.
Not a backstab, but just a regular stab this time. Oh.
Less than good. Click on the mishap.
All right.
So I'm not a fan of hitting ourselves. Circumference likes it because it's better than the alternatives. You can either hit yourself or you can re-roll the mishap.
I'd probably just re-roll. How would one re-roll?
Just click on the mishap melee.
Oh, the button again.
Again
Cool.
in the chat, yeah. Oh, that's probably worse. So let me damage your weapon.
That's okay.
So,
I technically have the other one lying on the ground near me, so that's the downside, I guess, right now is losing that thrown dagger option.
So you can still use that dagger, but now you'll have a bane anytime you use it. And I marked it as your second dagger. A crafting roll can repair that.
Cool.
Scorpion Man. He is going after Kalen, and he has learned that your armor is quite tough, and so he's going to try to find the weak spot in your...
That's funny, because he broke through it, but at least he's flattering me.
And he does. Do you evade this?
I'll do my best, yeah.
Yeah, you do. You can move a square. And then Quietus. You still don't have a clear target, but...
No, I think I'll just stay back.
Okay.
I need to keep myself alive. I'm old and wise enough to know.
You could run up this plateau and retrieve that hand axe and throw it down to Kalen.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah. So we'll say you get up there and you get it in your jaws. Do you, next turn, if you want to run it down to him, you can, or you could just drop it down right now.
I will drop it down.
So Kalen, your hand axe is in this square right here, if you want to go pick it up.
Amazing.
The Scorpion Man goes. He will take a step up and is going to slash at Kalen. Again, finding the weak spot. And I think that's a miss. Yep, that's a miss. Tev, you're up.
Alrighty. Since I believe Tev is like more or less in the same square where he threw his dagger last time, is it considered like a move action to pick it up?
Yes,
and
it would take your action to pick it up.
Okay, then I mean he'd rather have a weapon than not, so he will pick up.
Well, you still have your damaged weapon. You can still attack with that. You'll just have a bane with it.
Decisions. I guess to have the odds of hitting is better than no odds at all, so I might as well stick with the damaged weapon. Alright, didn't hit, but that's okay.
Do you push it?
Yeah, might as well. Go for disheartened. Because he is certainly disheartened. Alright, no luck, but he tried.
Rats.
Oh.
Quietus, do you want to trade with someone, or do you have another action you want to do?
Oh, well, I'm happy to trade with Kalen or Circumference.
Let's maybe do Kalen, because then Circumference will go right after.
Yeah.
So Kalen...
With any luck, they can kill them.
Yeah. Kalen, you're up. You could go get your hand axe.
Yeah, he'll move towards it, but he's gonna hit out at this guy as he does.
Yeah.
Because attacking with a worse weapon is... Well, no.
On a dragon and rolls off. Do you push that?
Yeah, I think I will. Because why not? That's why not.
That's why not. Yeah.
Oh,
Circumference.
Well, I'm not sure if you'll let it happen, but could I spend my turn making a beast lore roll as I find his weaknesses, and then I don't have a bane on find the weak spot for my next attack?
Sure. If you pass, I'll give you that. Do you push that? There we go. So he has a hard exoskeleton all along his legs. He's got claws. He's got a tail. But his upper body is that of a human. He has no armor there. Now he holds his claws in front of him, trying to make contact with your weapons, to sacrifice those rather than his soft, pulpy bits. But you know that to strike high would be to get him, or his underbelly, where there is less protection than his hardened back. So then next turn, if you make a find the weak spot, you just just tell me that's what you're doing and roll it with a boon, and we'll do it from there. The the Scorpion Man's turn. Let me see. He may switch his attack over to Tev. I'll do a random roller here. Yeah, he switches over to Tev.
Seems the most logical course for him.
Yep. Bringing his broadsword down upon your head, and that is a miss. Quietus, do you take any action?
can I throw a rock at one of the Scorpion men?
Yeah, absolutely.
With my mouth?
I
pick it up in my mouth.
If you can hit, I'll give him 1 point of damage.
What would I roll for that?
Let's roll a... let me see what skills your fox has. Well, I'll tell you what. Roll your bite, but with a boon, or sorry, with a bane.
Yeah.
Or maybe better yet, rather than damage, it distracts him, giving
I
Kalen
think that
a
makes
boon.
sense.
Yeah.
So I get a boon instead of a bane.
No, give yourself a bane.
Right.
And then Kalen would get a boon if you succeed, as it distracts that Scorpion Man.
I've forgotten what I've got to roll.
Your bite attack.
My bite, that's right. Hang on a minute, I've just got to open my fox back up. Bite, come on, bite.
Oh, that's a pass. All right.
Yay!
So, Kalen, you'll get a boon on your next attack against that Scorpion Man as pebbles come cascading down from the plateau.
Well done.
Just digging.
Quietus, you're up first. Do you want to trade with someone else?
Yes.
Do you want to swap with Tev, Circumference, Kalen?
Circumference?
Circumference.
Sure, I will take the initiative here.
You can find the weak spot here and ignore the bane, or give yourself a boon so it cancels out the bane.
Yeah, so for some reason on the blade it doesn't actually have the find the weak spot, so I'll just do a normal roll.
Okay, we'll just say it ignores armor. Do you push that?
And these guys love to dodge our attacks.
Yes, they do. Oh, that should be a hit. Okay, roll damage, and I'll give him that minus his armor. Good blow. He is down to half. And Kalen, this one is going after you, and he is going to try to find the weak spot on you. And he does. Do you evade this? He is just sapping your willpower.
Oh, I really should have gone first, I guess.
You push that.
Yeah, because I think I'm dead if I don't. So let's see. Oh, jeez. Let's make it harder for myself if I do die.
Oh, there we go.
Oof.
You can move a square down here to where your hand axe is.
I can, yeah. Yeah.
All right, Tev, your turn.
Alrighty. So if he does attempt a backstab in this instance, that just negates the bane from the broken weapon, or is that
Yes.
unavoidable?
Yeah, it would negate it.
Okay, so just a regular. I think he'll do that then to kind of increase his chances.
And it'll still do the additional damage if it does hit.
Yeah. It's got that. Dagger. Yes. And then just turn off the broken so it just keeps it even?
Yeah, then don't add any boons either, but add the additional damage.
Yes. Alright, definitely gonna push it.
Yep.
Not a lot of options left. Yeah, let's do angry. This is making him angry.
Ah, there we go. Nice. Roll damage. As you backstab him.
Definitely could have been stronger, but better than nothing.
Still, blood comes out of the wound as you slash at him. Kalen, you're up.
Yeah, I guess I don't really want to use his turn to pick the X up, so he'll just keep fighting.
Okay.
Or better or worse, I think he's missed the last 2 attacks, so really, strategically, I should just pick up the damn axe, but...
But you got him here. And did you add your boon to that attack?
oh, no, I did
Yeah,
not.
roll again in case you get a dragon.
For being a fox, you have done a lot in this fight. That's pretty cool.
I know, you should be a fox more often.
I'm happy being a fox.
How do you take him out? With the pebbles falling down.
Yeah, I like the idea that one like pings off of his forehead, and it just moves his head for a minute, and I just hit him right in the neck.
Nice. Now you could move down to where your hand axe is. And then
And I think he will do that, yeah.
Quietus, it's your turn. They're probably too far away to throw anything down there at them.
Yeah.
Running jump. No, I'm kidding.
I think I will come back down and catch up to Kalen
Okay.
and like kind of nudge his hand with my head to say thank you for protecting me earlier and wait to see what happens next.
Excellent. Scorpion Man will go after... After Circumference. And he will not find the weak spot on you. He just brings his sword down in an arc. That will make contact. Do you take the blow?
Yes.
And you will feel that sting a little bit, but your armor blocks most of it. And Tev, you're up first.
Alright, given he's low on resources, I think he's just going to try a regular old dagger attack with this one. Not doing it there. I think he's just going to sit on that and have it miss.
Okay. Kalen, you pick up your hand axe.
Yeah.
Then do you move?
Oh yeah, he can still move. Yeah, he'll move up just a little bit. You know, turn to the fox. The Phoenix Mutual. You did well with those rocks. Cute little thing. And that's his turn.
Circumference.
Yes, finally Circumference starts to feel unforgiving for his wounds, and he will stab this scorpion.
That is a hit. Nice. He is really low. He's down to 5 hit points. It's his turn. After receiving that blow, he will follow with a riposte, bringing his broadsword down hard against your right arm, trying to sever your arm. And that is going to land. Do you take that Circumference?
Yes.
Your plate shudders for a moment as the blade hacks through, drawing blood, but your arm remains whole. Quietus, do you do anything at this point?
No.
We go back to the top, and the Scorpion Man. He is going to go after Circumference once more. Beating down on you, he will try to find the weak spot. Sensing an opening. That is a success. Do you parry? Do you use defensive? Do you take the blow? Oof. Do you push it? Nice. Your shield will take, yeah, it's fine against that. No worries. Circumference, you're up. One good hit and you'll have him down. That'll do it. If you can do enough damage. I think that's enough. Yes, how do you finish off the Scorpion Man?
Yes, I sever him at the torso where he was connected to the scorpion bits, and then I separate it so that he's no longer a threat.
A great red splash fills the ground. It seeps into the hot sand, the only moisture that this place has known in quite some time. And you all lean on your weapons, panting heavily. You can see that our fox is badly wounded, probably licking at the wounds in her back and belly where the spear pierced her. But we've got these Scorpion Men dead now on the ground. They have short spears, they have broadswords, and small shields. If anyone wants any of those, I will put them in the chat. There's 4 of each.
Not sure how often it would come up, but to have might be handy to have a small shield just in case one of these days.
Yeah. Might save your life.
Yeah.
Yes, and all the others that we don't use, we can always put them in the cart and sell them back in the fort if we don't want to use them.
What do you do now? A round rest?
Yeah, but that took a lot out of us.
Yeah.
That's true, yeah.
Well, we must be getting close to the spot where we think the treasure may be, so we could push on and see if we can't find it before the end of the day.
Yeah, let's go back to the map.
As long as we're cautious and
I need
rest up.
a spot hidden roll, and you can add a boon because we do have a treasure map.
Kaylin's got a 5. Oh, nice.
Oh.
With a dragon. So with a dragon you find a little extra. Give me 1 second to mark it. Right there. You do find treasure. It is buried in a small cache beneath some stones. And this treasure has a it's a cache. There's a chest in here that has 320 gold. It also has let's see if I've got it in here. It has an amulet. I think I've got the amulet. Or sorry, not an amulet. It's got a hand axe. And where is the other? Okay, hang on. I thought there was an amulet. Give me one moment. There's Aliubus Alphas. This is an enchanted hand axe.
Yes, it seems the Scorpion Men had good reason to guard this treasure.
Yes, a fine prize indeed.
Let's see, is this the one?
Oh. Was that 2 1s?
It was 2 1s. So many
Oh.
ones, but not when I need them.
Never when you need them.
I thought I had it.
Can Quietus the Fox still do inner peace?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, here it is. Yeah, Amulet of Storage. That's what I was looking for. This amulet stores willpower. I think it has 12 willpower in it. Once the charges are gone, they're gone. But you can draw from that. So we've got gold. If we split that 4 ways, that's 80 gold each. There's the Aliubus Alphas, which is a magical hand axe. In fact, this is enchanted 2, so 1, 2, or 3 will be a dragon. This enchanted hand axe has heard the lamentations of many warriors in ages past. It yearns for the tears of its enemies. Who wants the amulet, and who wants the hand axe? And then everybody can take 80 gold.
Well, I think the hand axe would likely go to Kalen, and perhaps Circumference might tie the amulet onto the fox's neck, seeing as they probably can't tie it themselves.
Nope.
Definitely can't. I sit up and look pretty.
And then this is a good place to halt the session for the day. We have finished up the Temple of Forgothu. We have a couple of leads. We found some treasure. I think if we can go down to the Salt Cauldron Tunnel and get that blue stone, and then back to the temple, we can open that door. We can also go back to the fort. We might be paid a pretty penny for the Rug of Heod that we have. Might be able to bring some resolution to the problems if we mention this Sphinx that we think might no longer be at rest. Many choices. Let's go ahead and do some improvement rolls. Take us back to our landing page. So in addition to all the dragons and demons that you have suffered, you can take 5 additional advancement marks on your character sheet. And we can start with Kalen. If you are ready, you can roll some improvements.
Alrighty, yeah, I'm ready. Decent number of demons tonight, I guess.
Axes does not go up.
That one was close,
That
too.
one was, yeah. Ooh, spears does go up.
Nice. He has a long spear, so that'll be useful.
Skin art does not. That's unfortunate. Well, that roll's not going to do much. Oh, just
Jeez.
under.
On 11, I think, yeah. And that's an 11 on 11.
Ugh. Let's see, you get your evade up.
Oh, wow.
Darn it. Well, you got spears up.
Yeah, it's a consolation prize. I can't complain too much.
You did get a nice magic weapon as well.
Yeah, it's my spirits are high.
How about Quietus? Let's go ahead and do yours.
I did all foxy ones.
Oh, you're rolling great now.
The dragon?
Hey, there we go.
Demon?
There we go. Demon.
That's good. There we go.
Evade goes up.
My evade, that's handy.
That is handy.
I think
Performance goes
performance was the dragon, right?
up. Mm-hmm.
And sneaking.
And looks like you got bushcraft
Nice.
marked as well.
Oh, that's not bad. Oh yeah.
Bushcraft. Does not go up, but not bad. Sneaking
Not
and performance and evade, those are great ones to have. How about Tev? If you're ready, we can do your improvements. Oh, there we go. Nice. Acrobatics goes up. Those marbles, you got some training from that. And evade goes up. Picked a lot of locks, but you learned nothing.
Yeah, right.
You needed to beat a 12, and you got a 12.
I know.
Not spot hidden. No. And knives, that's a big one for you. Can we get knives?
Yes.
Ugh, no. All right, and circumference. If you are ready, let's see what you've got. Nice. Myths and legends goes up. No on the beast lore. Persuasion does go up. Spot hidden goes up. Ah, rats. And how about swords? No, but you did get a couple of good ones that went up there. Now, do you want to camp here at the site where you found the treasure and rest? I would give Tina one more chance to roll on a d4. If you get a 1, you are no longer a fox.
Yeah,
Seems like a good place to rest.
That'll help us decide if we want to go to the fort or not. We're definitely going if we can't get you human.
Yeah.
Tina,
All right, here we go.
Roll that d4. Let's get a 1.
Fingers and toes crossed.
Come on.
Whoa!
Yes, we got it.
1.
All right.
Excellent.
Amazing.
Describe for me how you make that transition from fox back to Quietus.
She wakes up in the morning and just looks down and she's changed. And she said to circumference, clothes, please. Clothes, please.
Circumference turns 3
Yes,
shades
yes.
of red.
You can have all your things. I've carried them for you.
My hero.
And you now have this amulet. Did you put that on your character sheet?
I did.
Excellent. All right. And then next week when we pick it up, we'll have Alex back with us, and we can decide, do we go back to the fort or do we go get that blue stone first, and then do we go open that door and see what's going on? And have we solved the problems? We found there was 4 problems at the fort. One was the water. We have fixed that. One was to find the rug of Heod. We've found it but not returned it. One was to find the sons of Ralpdon Pullo. We've not done that. And then the last one was this dream thief, this manticore, this creature. And we think maybe we're on the trail of that. So things are starting to get really interesting. I will stop the video here. I'll get this uploaded here shortly. And thank you all for playing, and I'll see you all next week.